Agriculture is one of the country's lifebloods and a necessity for food security, but it does have some serious issues when it comes to sustainability. One of the biggest obstacles to sustainable agriculture today is the large amounts of organic waste produced by farms. A new study conducted through a partnership with the Centre of Excellence in Food Security at the University of the Western Cape has identified ways in which farmers can put their waste to good use.
So I think there's, again, several ways in which we can look upon this. The one is the waste that's generated immediately following the harvesting of food. So waste is generated in many different ways. Some of it is about the parts of the plant that we don't use. Some of it is about plants that we might use, but the quality is not adequate for whatever reason, due to damage by pests or whatever else. So the questions there are, how can we recycle that? How can we minimize that waste? Some of it is about using waste then and decomposing that so that we then are able to have better quality soil and develop our soil health.
The study also looked at ways of fermenting waste from cow manure in a process similar to making beer and milk, and found a sludge with a good potential to use on soils. With the worst drought in 3 decades, addressing the unsustainable use of water in agriculture was also paramount.
The other component is then when we link waste and how we deal with waste. So typically waste is washed out with water, and one of the projects that we're looking at there is how to develop filtration systems so that we can turn water that otherwise would be unusable into water that can be used for other purposes.
The study is just one of many, though, that are being conducted by groups of young academics working in agriculture to shape a sustainable future.
The key project that they are, collaborating in involved organizing conferences, producing or partnering on producing papers for publication and books and policy briefs, but also engaging in policy engagement to inform policy making process.
Of course, some things are easier said than done, and it remains just to be seen how the industry as a whole would adapt to so many potential changes and any associated costs. Never before has the agricultural sector been under so much pressure to forge ahead with sustainable practices. That may in turn also speed up the process. There are massive challenges expected ahead though. Travers, CGTN, Cape Town.